So when I was in high school, I was a lifeguard, and I trained to be a lifeguard, really enjoyed that, and eventually got promoted to be a head guard. And I was really intimidated by stepping up in leadership because, this was just a high school job for me. I wasn't thinking much about, taking on more responsibility. But I went from being someone who just showed up, did their job and left, to being responsible for other people. So it was definitely challenging. I didn't anticipate having to be the boss, go from being a regular lifeguard to being the boss of other people. And I really learned a lot about managing personalities, getting the best work out of people, being able to kind of technically be the boss of the shift, but being able to be collegial but maintain professionalism. And it does remind me in the nursing world of, kind of stepping up from being a CNA to being a nurse, or maybe from being a staff nurse to being the charge nurse. You do kind of level up in terms of responsibility, and it's not just about you and your responsibilities for the shift, but it's about the big picture. And it really kind of opened my eyes operationally to what's expected of someone when they are given more responsibility. So important thing about questions. If these, you don't have to always do a clinical example unless the question is specifically asking for clinical information about, I don't know what it might be. But, tell me about a mistake you made. You could talk about a mistake you made in a different job and how you handled it. And you could also say, I actually have a really good example from a different position I held. Would it be okay if I shared that one? I would maybe have one ready in the back of my mind that's clinical wise. But if there's a way that you can relate it to nursing, like I did in that example, bonus points. But don't think you have to, especially if you've never worked in any clinical capacity outside of nursing school, think that all of your answers can only be related to the time you've been in nursing school. So I hope that helps. Make sure you check out some resources that I have to help you get ready for your nursing interviews, and there's a link in my bio to check that out.